Alrighty, so the Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The app is pretty straightforward and should be very easy to access. So when opening the app, sometimes this screen will pop up in between questions. So up top you see the little bar that says CDL TEST PREP. Continue to app. Just click on that. Alrighty, so you see you have level 1. Then you have, up top you have also general, hazmat, then passenger, air brakes combination, double tankers, all the other stuff. Oh, school pre-trip. So these are all things that are part of the test here. But the primary first part here is general, air brakes combination, and I've not seen this pre-trip part yet, but that's also part of it. But that's less the written as much as it is like a hands-on kind of thing. So that one I'm not so much concerned with. So let's start with general, and general, that means general knowledge. Let's go ahead and click on it and begin it. Congratulations, you unlocked the next level. Hope you're loving it. Just say sure. All right. And we're going to click the little X in the corner to close this. This is an ad. All right. Level 1. How far should a driver look ahead of the vehicle while driving? And the correct answer is 12 to 15 seconds. And then it'll tell you, you won't see this question for a while. So how far should a driver look ahead? 12 to 15 seconds. And then it shows you, kind of explains it after that. Most good drivers look at least 12 to 15 seconds ahead. That means looking ahead the distance you will travel in 12 to 15 seconds at lower speeds. That's about 1 block. At highway speeds, that's about a quarter of a mile, or in meters, let's see, that would be maybe 300, 400, no longer than that. Let's see here. Yeah, about 400 to 500 meters ahead, maybe like a half a kilometer. So if you're not looking that far ahead, you may have to stop too quickly or make lane changes too quickly. So looking 12 to 15 seconds ahead does not mean paying attention to things that are closer. We see all the stuff that's close, but as we're driving, it's coming up to us. So basically, you're looking far ahead so that you can start to make little changes. So things like weather and whatnot, you have to slow down a little bit because you can't see so far ahead. So that gives you more stopping time. Okay? Now down at the bottom it says next question. Okay? Now basically what we're doing is with each of these questions we are memorizing. Okay, so let's go back. And this is another, what you call like an advertisement. Just click on the little X again. All right, let's go back to this one. Level 1. Now this time I'm going to answer the question wrong so that you see what it looks like when you answer it wrong. A device placed on the edge of an article to distribute tie-down forces over a larger area of cargo than the tie-down itself. To protect the tie-down and or cargo from damage and to allow the tie-down to slide freely when being tensioned is a Now, the correct answer is it is an edge protector. All right? But I'm not going to answer it correctly. I'm going to pick something else. I'm going to say it is the chalk, which is actually a little block that they use to block the wheels to keep the vehicle from rolling whenever they are loading the truck or something like that. So let's pick the chalk. Ooh, see, it's red. And edge protector is green. That means edge protector is the right answer. Edge protectors are commonly used in cargo securement to prevent tie-downs from causing damage to the cargo and to enhance the overall safety and effectiveness of the tie-down systems. So let's go to now, again, next question. A secure cubic-shaped boulder, how many tie-downs are required at a minimum? So this one here is kind of a tricky question. I don't really know the answer to this one because I rarely have these kind of problems, but it is a DOT question, and once you know the answer, then you know the answer. But my guess is you need at least two, right? And maybe three, I don't know. But I would, if I had to do it, I would do at least three. Two in the front, and then one in the middle. But the answer is two. Securing a cubic-shaped boulder requires a minimum of 2 tie-downs to ensure its stability during transportation. However, the exact number of tie-downs needed may vary depending on the size and weight of the boulder, the vehicle being used, and the transportation conditions such as distance of the transport and anticipated road conditions. When securing a boulder, the tie-downs must be placed strategically to distribute the weight evenly and prevent the boulder from shifting or rolling during transport. It is important to use strong and durable tie-downs that can withstand the weight and movement of the boulder. So the correct answer is at least 2. All right. So that's the way that this goes. And we're doing, again, let's see here. All right. We're doing general knowledge, air brakes, combination, and pre-trip. So let's see. So now you see that you have level 1 open, and also once you open level 1, the next one that opens up automatically is level 2. But let's see if we can get 5 and see what it tells us. In case of low friction between the cargo and deck, which of these is not a solution? Okay, putting something on heavy on top of the cargo. That's the wrong answer. All right, so let's go to the next one. What is the pallet used for? This one here, platform or tray. A vertical barrier across the front of the deck of the vehicle prevents forward movement. No, that's not a pallet. A vertical barrier across a vehicle prevents the forward movement of cargo. That's not what a pallet is for. A waterproof sheet is used to cover cargo. That's not what a pallet is. It is the middle one here, B. A platform or tray in which cargo is placed so they can be handled as an article, same as a skid. A platform, a pallet, and a skid is basically the same answer. All right, so let's go to the next question. It will be safest to merge on the road if you... This one has a couple of good answers. Wait for a large enough gap in the traffic to enter the road. Getting speed on the shoulder, then merge. Bend over into the nearest lane so the other vehicles will give you room. No, the correct answer is gain speed on the shoulder, then merge. Meaning as you're driving into the traffic or the traffic that's moving quickly, get aggressive, build up your speed as quickly as possible, so that way when you go to move over, you don't become a problem for the people that are already driving fast on the highway, because you're coming off of a side road onto the main road. So gain speed. Oh no, it says wait for a large enough gap. So that's gaining speed is true, but the answer that they want you to have is wait for a large enough gap. All right? I didn't get it wrong last time. I didn't even do it before. All right. So let's go back.
I must grow stronger and go to Rome.
So I guess if you don't get enough of them right, it takes you out of it and makes you start over again. Hold on. Let's do it. There we go. Alright, let's get it here. Place device on the exposed edge of the article. Okay, yeah, it's edge protector. Got it right this time. Cubic shaped boulder. At least 2 tie downs. Next. Safest to merge. Wait for a large enough gap. Next. Pallet is used for. Tray. Next. Edge protector. Next. So it sends you back when you get too many wrong. And then you go back and basically it's just memorizing the right answers. Okay? And then we go to level 2 next. Right? And just keep going like that. And that's it. Alright guys. Peace.